Hi everyone, this is Mehul Mehta and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I specifically want to talk about my story and how did masters in quant finance change my actual life. So going back to my engineering days, I was pursuing electronics and communication engineering from VIT University Vellore. So during my last semester, I was finding a lot of I was reaching out to a lot of people and asking them, hey, can you give me a referral and stuff like that. And fortunately, I got a risk and regulatory intern at PwC. So I guess it was I was working very hard so that they can convert my internship to a full-time offer, and eventually they did it because I was working like crazy there. So at PwC, to be honest, I worked for 3 years, built a lot of different models, market risk models, credit risk models. But always like whenever during those 3 years, there were so many concepts which I didn't knew, and I always felt that should I pursue a master's or should I not? Now the issue was in India there are not many master's program in quant finance, and even if there were few certifications, but they were all teaching algo trading, and I didn't want to go into algo trading. My interest was more into modeling, building quantitative models. So that's where I thought like pursuing a master's from abroad would be a good option. Now there are a bunch of countries, US, UK, Netherlands, Canada, Singapore. But for some reason, a lot of folks told me like US is the best place to pursue a master's. Of course, it's expensive. I feel it's really expensive. I was looking at so many colleges, so I paid during my master's, I paid $60,000 for pursuing my master's, right? And but luckily, so because in 2 semesters I performed well, so I got like $2,500 off in both the semesters. So in total, I got a $5,000 scholarship because of my academics. So in total, I paid $55,000 to my for pursuing my master's degree. Now the thing is, of course, for a lot of folks, $55,000 is a big money. It's actually a big money, even though for most of the folks in India, that's a lot of money. But see, the good thing is I knew that the market for quant was good. That is something that I knew before. And I mean, before coming to US, you always have this doubt. Should I pursue? Should I not pursue? Or be it any country, because there's a lot of money at stake. So I always say that whenever you are making a decision which involves a lot of money, take a calculated risk. And what you can do, let's say you are planning to pursue a master's, what you can do is talk to folks around. If you're going for a specific university, talk to their alumni. I don't want to specify one university. It's actually a top university for quant finance. I spoke to so many students from that university, and they said it's like such a bullshit program. They don't teach, their professors do not care and stuff like that, and they are charging close to $100,000. So $100,000, and if the service is not good, I mean, that's why I always say whenever you come to US, take a calculated risk. Speak to a lot of alumni. I know people reach out on LinkedIn, some people reply, some people do not reply, but at least some people reply. So right, so at least reach out to them for understanding if masters would make sense or not. See, with my personal experience, I can share that why masters really helped me in excelling this field. So what happens is when you are pursuing a master, so my master's, what it was, a 18-month master, almost like close to 3 semester. It it can be extended to 4 semester, but again, when you extend to another semester, there's a money, some cost associated, 10, 12,000 or $15,000 was associated. And I felt like there's no need, let's complete in 3 semester. So mine was a 18-month master's program. Now the good part of being in a master's program is you learn so much about the field. So in the very first semester, so like totally I studied, I guess, close to 10 different subjects in quant finance, derivatives, fixed income, statistics level 1, statistics level 2, credit risk modeling. Then we have financial risk management, stochastic calculus, financial mathematics. There were so many subjects, right? I mean, and you learn time series modeling, right? There, these all comes in electives, and there was something on, I remember, portfolio optimization and stuff like that. Point I'm trying to make is, so let's pick any topic, derivative. The good part about US, or you can say even the bad part, is the professors discuss the concepts. They will not teach, like they'll not handhold you. Like if you see back in India, we were given notes for each and every subject, right? Professor used to speak. So back in VIT, my professor used to speak, the speak about the topic, and he used to dictate the notes, and we used to write the notes. That's how I have studied in, in that mindset. But when I came to US, it was like very different. Professors were like, go and read this chapter, and the next day we'll discuss. And I'm like, discuss what? We have paid $60,000. What's discuss? Teach us, teach each and everything. But the thing is, it doesn't happen in US. The earlier you understand, the better it is. Of course, they'll help you understand the concept. They'll relate it with the real life example. But if you think they'll teach you each and everything, it's not possible. You have to be very proactive. So you have to make sure you go read the book, and that's where I feel that's where a lot of my development happened. Because the professors were very competent. I'm not saying something about the professors. What I'm trying to say is, the education system is very different in India versus in USA. Here the professor wants you to study textbooks, right? They would not give you notes like how we used to get in India. So here like, I felt it's a very different system. It's good because you spend time with books, you learn a lot, right? Which you might not be learn when the professors say. Having said that, there were few professors who used to teach us from slides also. They used to give us notes. But again, there were professors who were just, they used to just share the real life examples of how the concept works, right? So they used to say, oh, go study this concept and we'll discuss how this work in real life. So you have to put a lot of effort. The good part is, in USA, there's no disturbance. See, when you are in India, you have your family, relative, friends, everything. You have to go out for marriages, stuff like that. But once you come to USA, you're actually isolated. Here, it's very different. People are really focused. They are very ambitious. So you'll also feel that competition, healthy competition, right? So I feel like when you come to US, you are just focused on studies. That's it. You don't, I mean, I don't know, on Instagram reel you'll see, oh, people partying in US. That happens only one day out of the 365 days. All the 364 days, people really grill really hard. So do not think that, oh, these people are just partying, or these people are roaming. You'll see a lot of people uploading picture, but actually, this is this is like, they worked almost for 5 months really hard, and just for 3 days they went out, which is totally fine. But just imagine those five months. I mean, I remember when I was pursuing my master, I used to spend close to 8 hours, 10 hours just studying. All my roommates were used to study crazily. We used to discuss a lot of concepts. We used to discuss a lot on the modeling piece. So there were so many things we used to discuss. We used to study together. So like, if you remember, like, how people say, Arey, you go to Kota, Rajasthan, right? There's a city called Kota which is famous for IIT, right? Go to Kota and you'll get IIT clear. Why do people say that? Because of the environment. Because वो माहौल ही ऐसा बना देते हैं कि मतलब सभी पढ़ रहे हैं तो आपको बाय डिफॉल्ट पढ़ना पड़ेगा. तो the same thing is in US. Everyone is studying, everyone is working hard, everyone is targeting, good ambitious companies. So that's why you tend to work really hard. So that's why I felt ki I spent a lot of time just studying. Almost for 18 months, I just studied. Good part was, when I graduated, I had six different offers. I got offer from various consulting firms, various banks, investment management firm. So I felt like I really did a good job, because six job offers is no joke. Also, I'm not boasting. I'm just trying to make you understand that if you work really hard in US, you'll actually get results. Only issue is, where I feel what you should not do is, um, if you are coming here to, if you're going to any abroad country, I mean any country in abroad, USA, UK, Canada, Singapore, I mean, don't just party. People come here, they are like, oh, let me download Bumble, Tinder, let me go out on dates with girls. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself. I mean, I'm not a great believer of it either. So I don't know. I feel like if you're coming, if you're leaving your family in India, if your family is sacrificing, then you should make sure that you work really hard when you come for your masters here. Having said that, I mean, that was my journey, how masters, because I was reading all these textbooks. I was reading so many different textbooks all together. My concepts actually got a lot of, I got a lot of clarity because I was spending time. Now I see a lot of courses out there, and they say become content 3 months, become content 6 months. I'll tell you, it's all about a journey. You cannot become something in just few months of time. If someone is saying, oh, if you do this, you'll get a con job, or if you do this in 3 months, or I'm telling you, that's rubbish. I mean, I was seeing a ad and it says, oh, you can crack a con trading company or con trading role in 3 months. Nobody can do it. People who do their masters for 18 months, they are also not able to crack quant roles. Let's leave quant trading, because quant trading is like top 1% of the 1%. So I feel like, don't get into this bullshit of, okay, you can achieve something very quickly. Always think it's just a process. I know a lot of people want a job in this domain, but ask yourself, how much do you know about derivative? How much do you know about risk management? How much do you know about fixed income? How much do you know about stochastic calculus? You yourself will feel, if you don't know so many things, you know transitioning into this field will be a challenge, right? Because you lack so many concepts. So the best thing is start reading book. I mean, if you ask me, the only book you should start reading is Option Futures and Derivatives by John C. Hull. Most of the things that you see, I teach a lot. I love teaching. You might see a lot of project videos or modeling videos that I've built a lot of quant modeling projects on YouTube also, if you see. So all the knowledge that I've gained so far, the credit goes to John C. Hull. Why? Because the author has done such a good job in making you understand the concept. I'm telling you, if you spend time with books, you don't need anyone. So I would say, like, master's degree really helped me. If you are planning to pursue a master's, I would highly recommend it, because master's means what? If you just go by the name master, which is basically becoming a master in a field, right? So when you spend like 18 months, 2 years in a field, you actually get to know a lot of stuff about the field. And don't focus on, let me transition into 2 months, let me crack this job into 3 months or 2 months. That never happens. If you want to become a quant, it's always a journey. And till date, I'm learning so many new concepts. I've been into this field for so many years. Still date, I'm also learning. I'm also evolving. So right now also, yes, when you pursue a professional degree, like just something like, if you do your engineering degree, you actually you are called an engineer, right? That's how, if you are pursuing a master's degree in quant finance, you'll be called a quant. But if you think like, I do this 6 month boot camp and I'll be called a quant. I mean, see, it's always a journey. Always remember, what we are trying to do is trying to learn so many different, because quant finance is really big. People think it's very small, but believe me, when you come into this field, quant finance is very big. There are so many subjects, so many topics, so many interdependencies. So that's where I feel like, don't rush into this. People saying becoming content few months, don't believe that. Because the people say like, oh, if you want to become a billionaire, there's this 21-day scheme. We all know that that's a fake scheme, right? No one becomes a millionaire or a billionaire in a short period of time. And that's how the journey of quant is. It's just a journey. I would say pursuing masters is the best. If in case, pursuing, you think like, you might not be able to pay that much for your masters, so I would recommend start exploring books. As I said, read Option Futures and Derivatives by John C. Hull. Then on fixed income, read Frank Fabuzzi. So if you write Frank Fabuzi books, there'll be a book on fixed income. I would highly recommend go and read that. And then, you know, once you start reading these books, you will actually get hang of it. And that's what, guys, I mean, really, I would say pursuing masters in quant finance was one of my best decision. Learned a lot in this field, still learning. I cannot say that, oh, I've become a complete quant and I'm the complete package. No, I'm just a modeler. I love building models. I'm not a trader. Okay, I'm not a developer. I'm a modeler. People in India think that these all are the same. Person doing trading will also can also do modeling, can also do development. But let me explain, these all are very different task. Trading requires trade people who are traders. They require to have a quick mental math. They should be very quick in their thinking and response and execution. Whereas someone who is a quant modeler or a quant researcher, these people are laid back. They take time to develop a model because that involves a lot of data. Building a model involves a lot of data, cleaning the data, calibrating the model with the market data, now understanding how the model is performing. If the model is not performing good, tweaking the model. There's a lot of component associated with the model building process. And that's why people say, you might hear people saying, oh, I'm working on this model from last 1 year, because it's a laid back job. It is not something you can turn in the model just in 1 month or 2 months. It Building model takes time, right? So, and I'm saying that, because these all are different skill set. So I would say just deep dive into this field. I feel this the quant finance field will be very big in India, and I wish you all the best. If you are interested, and if you have any more doubts, please reach out to me on LinkedIn, or you can share your, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box on this YouTube video. So all the best, guys.